لِلنَّاسِ وَبَيِّنَاتٍ مِّنَ الْهُدَى وَالْفُرْقَانِ.
نحمده نصلي على رسول الكريم أما بعد. A question has been raised regarding the waiting period, that is idda, after divorce or the death of a husband. The inquiry suggests that in today's scientific era, why cannot women adopt a scientific method for determining their waiting period? For instance, women could undergo a pregnancy test. If the test is positive, they would observe the Islamic idda. But if the test is negative, they would be exempt from the waiting period. Since Islam is a religion of nature, such an approach would align with its natural principles. Undoubtedly, Islam is a religion of nature. In reality, Islam provides a complete way of life, guiding every aspect of human existence. It has established highly wise and insightful rulings regarding marital life and its related matters. One such significant ruling is the waiting period, that is idda, which not only safeguards women's dignity and honor, but also helps maintain social structure and discipline. Recent scientific research has further highlighted the wisdom and benefits of idda, revealing its depth and significance. This research has offered new perspectives that reaffirm the relevance and authenticity of Islamic teachings. It demonstrates that idda is not merely a waiting period, rather it is a profound, natural, scientific and spiritual process. Many people think that the sole purpose of idda, that is Islamic waiting period, is simply to determine whether a woman is pregnant or not. However, in reality the concept of idda is not limited to the possibility of pregnancy. Rather, it is a comprehensive period based on scientific, medical and spiritual wisdom, deeply connected to a woman's physical, mental and emotional balance. Modern medical science has proven that after sexual intercourse between a man and woman, the components of a man's sperm remains in the woman's body not just for a few days, but for several months. These traces can be found not only in the uterus, but also in the blood, bones and even the brain. This phenomena is referred to in scientific terms as microchimerism, meaning that man's cells can persist in a woman's body for months, influencing her physical and psychological system. In the context of idda, the research of two scientists is particularly significant. First, Dr. Jamaluddin Ibrahim, and second, Dr. Robert Gilliam. Dr. Jamaluddin Ibrahim, an Egyptian expert in toxicology and biological chemistry, conducted research on DNA and cellular memory, discovering that a man's DNA and biological impact can remain in a woman's uterus for a long time. If a woman marries again without completing the idda period, residual DNA from the previous husband may chemically conflict with the DNA of the new husband. This conflict could negatively affect the woman's offspring, uterine health and emotional well-being. Dr. Ibrahim emphasized that approximately 3 months or 3 menstrual cycles are necessary for the body to fully detoxify and cleanse itself, further substantiating the wisdom behind the Islamic ruling of idda. The second scientist is Dr. Robert Gilliam, a French researcher who studied the biological impact of a man and woman's body after marriage. His research revealed the following key points. First, every man has a unique biological code which is transferred into the woman's body during the intercourse. Second, the memory cells in a woman's body retain the biological code of her previous partner. Third, if a woman enters a new relationship immediately, it can lead to several biological complications, including negative effects on the health of future offspring, genetic irregularities, and emotional imbalances. A particularly notable point is that Dr. Robert Gilliam was originally Jewish. When he learned about the legitimacy and wisdom of Islamic waiting period for divorced and widowed women, he acknowledged Islam as a true religion and embraced it. Additionally, multiple research institutions, including the US National Institute of Health, that is NIH, have confirmed that male genetic material can remain in women's body for 3 to 4 months. These residual cells can influence a woman's hormones, immune system, and physical and psychological balance. These scientific discoveries offer a remarkable confirmation of the Quranic ruling that a woman must observe a waiting period after divorce or widowhood. For divorced women, the waiting period is 3 menstrual cycles, approximately 3 months. For widows, the waiting period is 4 months and 10 days. This period is naturally suited to cleanse a woman's body of the effects of the previous relationship and to fully prepare her for a new phase. During this time, the uterus is cleansed, hormonal balance is restored, and the immune system adjusts itself to accept a potential new relationship. It functions as a complete biological reset. The Iddah is not only a process of physical cleansing but also a time of spiritual and emotional peace for the woman. During this period, she can compose herself, process her emotions and grief, and prepare for the life ahead. Hence, saying that the waiting period is only for pregnancy detection or that it is unnecessary due to the availability of pregnancy tests today is a superficial and uninformed claim. The dangers of ignoring Iddah. One important question here is whether marriage or sexual relationships during the waiting period can be medically harmful. Could violating the waiting period due to the microchimerism expose a woman to any risks? Studies in modern scientific research indicate that in such cases, women may face serious medical and health dangers. Briefly detailed as follows. First, disruption of immune system. During Iddah, remnants of a previous husband's or partner's cells may still be present in woman's body, and her system could still be processing the genetic material of the previous male partner. If the woman engages in intercourse during this period, the new DNA enters her body. An overlap of genetic material from two different men can occur. This can cause complications or irregularities in the immune system, leading to potentially serious health risks. Second, inflammation and reproductive health issues. Recent research indicates that the presence of genetic material from more than one male in a woman's reproductive tissue can increase the risk of various reproductive problems such as miscarriage, infertility, and autoimmune responses. Third, genetic confusion during pregnancy. In certain cases, microchimerism can lead to unexpected genetic combinations which may complicate pregnancy outcomes. Fourth, hormonal and emotional effects. Every sexual interaction impacts a woman's hormonal and emotional system. Quickly transforming from one relationship to another can disturb mental health, emotional bonding capacity, and hormonal balance. It may also impair the body's tissue repair mechanisms. Fifth, increased risk of cancer. Several alarming scientific studies have shown that the presence of DNA from more than one man during the Iddah period can increase a woman's risk for certain types of cancer, particularly cervical cancer and breast cancer. Studies have generally found these cancers more prevalent in women who have sexual relations with multiple partners. Globally, one of the major contributors to the rise in various types of cancers is believed to be unrestrained and unregulated sexual relationships, in which a woman engages in relations with more than one man simultaneously or in a short span of time. In such cases, cancer can develop first in the woman's body and can then be transmitted sexually to others, potentially spreading further. In any case, Islam introduced the pure and wise system of Iddah over 1400 years ago, a system that modern science is now beginning to acknowledge. The rulings of Sharia are not only spiritually and morally elevated, but are also in perfect alignment with nature from a medical and scientific perspective. Thus, Iddah is a natural and wise process designed to purify a woman's body, mind, and soul from the defects of a previous relationship and prepare her for a new beginning. It is a divinely ordained system that honors human nature, health, and dignity in its fullest sense. وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين.